Mr. Dabholkar, there is the rhetoric is something else, the narrative is something else. It needs to be scripted by the likes of you. Voting percentage in BMC election has been abysmal. Do you really think people will actually put their money where their mouth is, go and actually vote and register a count which can effect a legitimate change?
No, they won't. In Mumbai never votes. Only 50% of Mumbai votes at the most. And this time's election campaigns of all the political parties, I underline all the political parties, have been the most ridiculous and the most irrelevant campaigns I've ever seen. This was a civic election. What is coming up tomorrow is a civic election. As somebody just said, it's about the roads, it's about the water. It is not about development of the state. This is not a Vidhan Sabha election. It is not about the Marathi pride. It is not about Adani. It is not about Mumbai being taken away. It is about, do I get good roads in my locality? Do I get enough water? Are my footpaths walkable? These are the issues, and not one single political party has touched upon these issues. It is the most ridiculous campaign I've ever seen. And this sadly, Mumbaikars don't give a damn.
No, I understand that it is a ridiculous campaign, but that's the question. Because, the fact is, you will see a ridiculous campaign because it really doesn't matter. And why it doesn't matter is because we can't stress on it again and again, and we're doing so multiple times on air, on India Today. Go out and vote. If you want to crib about your roads, water, then
Absolutely.
earn the right to crib. Tara Deshpande, I want to bring you in. The political narrative has been very, very different than what the narrative should be and what the reality is on ground. There is a complete disconnect between our netas and what people really want. But, and there's a huge but, we will have people who will come on camera, who will come on air to elucidate on what's wrong with Mumbai, but tomorrow they are not going to go out and vote.
I'm very sad to say, but Mumbai, the city of dreams, is turning into Mumbai, the city of screams. And these screams are being heard by nobody. In order for people to hear us and hear our plight, I think we really need to make a lot of noise. And the best noise we can make is to go out and vote. We have some serious issues here. Some of these points were mentioned by you earlier in the program, but let me give you a few numbers to show you how bad it is. There is one toilet for every 1,820 women in this city. Only 60% of toilets in this city get electricity on a continuous basis. We have a situation where 1 out of 24 wards in the BMC gets 24 hours water supply. The rest get about 5.3 to 5.7 liters. The situation has become so bad that there isn't a single road left in Mumbai where there aren't potholes. We are now cutting down mangroves. We are cutting down trees like a lawnmower in someone's garden. When we know that our city is a coastal city, climate change has resulted in rising sea levels. We have suffered catastrophic floods in Maharashtra as well as in Mumbai that have taken lives. And yet we continue to destroy our floodplains. This is really critical because once things go really wrong, there's very little you can do to sort this out. We want the BMC to stop cutting down our trees and to stop destroying our mangroves. We want the Mitti River to be desilted. We want the encroachments to be removed. And speaking of encroachments, this is one of the biggest reasons Mumbai is being destroyed. Illegal encroachments, illegal buildings, and very high IQI, which are all connected together. There is so much illegal construction taking place in the city, and the legal construction doesn't follow any rules. We have so much dust, both from road construction as well as from buildings. Every second building has work going on all hours of the night.
Tara Deshpande, I can't seem to hear you. Either, we've lost you because I am in Kolkata. We've lost you, or we're going to try and reconnect to you. Meghna Pant, I want to bring you into this conversation. Tara is giving some very hard facts out on why we need a great civic body to put Mumbai back together, which is clearly fraying at its edges. There is a larger question here, though, Meghna, that the onus also lies on the people of Mumbai.
Absolutely.
To effect that change.
Absolutely, Preeti. I love Mumbai. I love Mumbaikars. But I hate how apathetic Mumbai is when it comes to voting and the pride that Mumbaikars almost take in being apolitical. The Mumbai that I know has been othered from politics for decades. We've been told subtly and even not so subtly that politics is dirty, it's distance. It's like this othering that voters are, underprivileged, or they've been offered train or electricity or bus fare concessions or 3,000 rupees a month. Now, that mindset has led directly to voter apathy and this chronically low turnout that you just mentioned. But let me be very clear, this BMC election is not about partisanship, it's not about ideology, it's not about party politics. People need to understand this is about how you live every single day. So stop making excuses. It's embarrassing. Go out and vote. Tomorrow's a holiday. Voting does not require heroism. It takes 10-15 minutes. Your polling booth is in your ward, that is your neighborhood. Very often it's literally in your building or the one next door. So if you have a voter ID or even your parchi, just go. There are no excuses left. Go decide who your cooperator is going to be. This is the person who's going to represent your neighborhood in the city council. The city council is sitting on 60-70,000 crore rupees that can change your day-to-day life. This vote is going to decide how your roads are, how your drains are, how safe your parents feel walking on the road, whether your children can breathe clean air, how your garbage is handled, your water and electricity. So this is not about politics, this is about quality of life. It's your responsibility and your civic duty. So Mumbaikars, please ask yourself simple questions. Go to ChatGPT if you have to. Find out who your cooperator is, what work have they actually done, what promises have they kept, has accessibility improved or worsened. Just see what's going on around you, at least in your neighborhood. And that's what democracy is all about. So my appeal to Mumbaikars is simple: show up, vote local, vote practical, vote for who makes sense for your life, because if you don't choose, someone else will, and we'll still be stuck complaining in traffic and floods and in broken cities that we've forgotten to how to defend. So it's like choosing to stay with a toxic partner, and then the fault is finally with you, right? So don't do armchair activism after that. Tomorrow, Mumbai needs to stop surviving and start deciding.